Hello, and my name is Kevin Ryder, and welcome to this training video on Step 9, Promotion of Events. Excuse me. Step 9, Promotion of Events, and the importance of attending events yourself. Ever since I joined Clean Easy, I've never actually missed an event. I've attended what we used to call BOMs, Business Opportunity Meetings, which we now do over the internet or on webinars, and we do these regular. I go to the company showcases, I attend the 10 Steps workshops, and I attend events wherever possible because I understand the power and the importance of events. When people join Clean Easy, they underestimate why these events are so powerful, why they're so important. And yet people often say to me, the business ain't going fast enough. I'm not making the money I want to make. I'm not getting the orders I want to get. And yet they don't attend the events. So I'm going to go through the basic training with you on attendance and promotion of events. And hopefully then at the end, you'll understand why, if you're serious about all the reasons you joined this business, why it is that you must attend the events if you are serious about achieving everything it is you want to achieve. Whether it's £50 a week or whether it's 50 grand a year, you will not do it with Clean Easy without attending the events. I promise you that. Not consistently and for a long period of time. You can make some money straight away, but it won't last, not without the events. So let me explain to you why that is. Okay, there's three things that earn you money in Clean Easy, and really it's only three things. The first thing is retailing and moving product. Obviously, without retailing, you're not going to get customers. Without customers, you're not going to make any money, full stop. The other thing is showing the business. The more people you can introduce and expose to this opportunity, the more money you'll make, because other people will join your team and they will retail products, in turn finding more customers, in turn making more money. And the third thing is the promotion and the attendance of events. And this is the one thing that people miss out on. You hear all sorts of excuses. Oh, I've got orders to deliver. I've catalogues to pick up. I can't get babysitters. I've got to work. But guys, it's those excuses that's preventing people from going on and building much larger incomes in order to be able to give up the job, in order to be able to be there 24/7 for the kids, in order to not have to go out and deliver catalogues or deliver orders and things like that. It's the promotion of events, the attendance of events that will teach you the skills in order to be able to change everything it is that you wanted to change. I can't stress how important events are. Excuse me. You see, the promotion of events is a skill, and a skill can be learnt. So there's nothing hard about promoting events to other people. And we will teach you all that you need to do in order to be able to do that. The importance of attending events yourself is, if you want to be successful at anything, it's your responsibility to learn how to do it. If you want to learn how to make £50 a week, 50 grand a year, then you've got to have the willingness to turn up and learn. Okay? If you think you already know it all, like lots of people do, oh, I've heard all this before, I've heard all these philosophies, these ideas. Great, you've got the knowledge. Well, why not put it into action then? Because if you put that knowledge into action, you're going to change your results. So if you think you already know it all, then your teacup is full and there's no room for any more information. You're saying, I know it all, that's it, I know what there is to know. Please understand, that thinking is what's holding people back today. They're not opening their mind up to other opportunities, to other possibilities, to other information. And the only way that you'll be willing to open your mind up is by seeing other people who's opening their mind to other ideas. If you want to learn how to drive, you find a driving instructor. So if you want to learn how to make £1,000 a month working part-time from home, you need to find somebody who's already skilled at doing that. Okay? If you want to find somebody to climb trees, don't employ a horse. Get a squirrel. Okay? Find someone who already has the skills that can teach you what to do, and you will do that by attending the events. plus the power of association. Birds of a feather flock together. You need to mix with other like-minded people. People go out there and pay thousands of pounds on college education, university degrees, courses, and they still end up skint in a job because that education, that knowledge is not what's going to change their lifestyle. It's not what's going to give them the freedom and happiness that they truly seek. It just gives them bigger income where they go and get bigger bills, bigger debts. Okay, so attending these events will teach you new ideas, new philosophies, so that you get different results and a different outcome. Why attend yourself? Well, basically, if you're looking at building a team or you want to be a leader in a business, then in order to be a leader of many, you must first be the leader of one. Okay, if you're not prepared to go to the events while you're just starting out in your business, how can you expect anybody else later on to want to attend the events? Every successful person in the business is successful because they went to events, not because they didn't go to events. There's nobody earn over £1,000 a month in Clean Easy through team building without attending a single event. It just does not happen. Okay, I can't stress it enough. This business is a vehicle that will get you from where you are today. And again, there's nothing wrong with where you are today, but obviously you didn't join this business because life is perfect. So Clean Easy is a vehicle that will get you from where you are today to where you want to be. But in order to learn how to drive that vehicle effectively, you must attend your courses, your classes, and your driving lessons, which is, again, attending the events. It's your responsibility to get there. It's your responsibility to try and encourage your team to get there if you've got a team. It's a power source. You will recharge your batteries. You will be mixing with other positive, like-minded people who want more than what they have today. And by associating with successful people, you are bound to become successful because that information, those philosophies, those ideas will brush off on you. You can make excuses or you can make money, guys, but you can't make both. You've got to realize, or you've got to decide when you're saying, I can't attend the event because, what you're saying really is my dreams, my aspirations, my ambitions, my desires are not worth it because I would rather make this excuse than go and get the results. No matter what's going off in your life, if you want something bad enough, you will find a way to do it, regardless of your job, your kids, your finances, your family, or anything else. The truth of the matter is, if you want something badly enough, you'll go and get it. If you don't, you won't. And an example of that would be, you might say, I haven't got the time. I haven't got the time to attend an event. But yet if a family member or a loved one was in hospital, you'd find time to go visit them. Or no matter where they are, you'd find some way of communicating or getting in touch with them, even if they're at the other side of the world. If you found out someone you really cared about was in hospital or on the deathbed, you would make time because it's a desire, it's a priority. So get along to these events, guys. I can't stress it enough. It'll help you regain your focus on your reasons why you joined this business, why you're going through the ups and downs and the challenges, because nothing in life comes easy. Nothing that's worth anything comes easy. Otherwise, it's not worth it. So attending the events will help you regain your focus. It'll strengthen your belief system in the business, the opportunity, and yourself. It'll show you that other people are doing it, so why not you? You never know which one will be life-changing. You know, people say to me, oh, I've heard it all before. But if you go to every single event, there is always something new that you pick up from that event. And it could be just one phrase, one word, one attitude that changes yours and changes everything for you. But if you miss that event, you may miss that bit of information. And then who would know? If you'd have just been there, it could have been the one thing that turned your business around just by making the effort to get to an event. Support your team. Be there not just for yourself, but for your team. Support your team and your team will support you. Why learn the skill of promotion of events? You see, The event is the number one key to retention and growth. When people see that other people are doing well, they want to do well as well. It helps them grow, it inspires, it motivates, it coaches. This is a show business and it exposes people. It's like you might not like rice, but a million Chinese can't be wrong. Okay, so if you go along to an event thinking this thing doesn't work, but you see 500 people, 5,000 people making it work, then who is it that's wrong? Those 5,000 or the person that's not making it work? Because it does work, but the exposure helps people with that belief that it works. You aren't capable of inspiring, motivating, and coaching every individual in your team on your own. That we are a national network, we are all over the country. And sometimes it's just that little phrase or way that somebody else says something that inspires somebody to go on and achieve greater things. And sometimes your personality just might not be the right personality for somebody else. So make sure you get your people to the events if they are serious about whatever it is they want from this business. Excuse me. How do you get someone to retail £1,000 per month? How do you get somebody to an event? And how do you get somebody to build to gold, which is a £9,000 plus turnover? What can you say? What can you do? How can you make them do those three things? Easy. By getting them to choose to do it for themselves. You see, no matter what you want for somebody else, unless they want it for themselves, they won't do anything to achieve it. So if you want somebody to go and do £1,000 of orders, they will only do it if they want to do it for themselves. If you want somebody to become a gold distributor, they will only do it if they choose to do it for themselves. So by getting people to the events, they are more likely to choose to do it for themselves than just because you tell them to do it. You see, you can't push a rope, but you can lead it. Just think, what happens when you try to push on a rope? But what happens when you lead somebody by it? See, communication, use of all forms of communication to promote the events. Always start with a telephone or even a Skype call, because the visual and auditory senses are being used. So promote an event through the telephone first, or even Skype if you can get visual. Text. If you can't get hold of them by the phone, make sure you promote the event to your whole group by text. Easy reach. Okay, that's a phone system that some teams still use. Email. Make sure you email people. Okay. Types of events. One-to-one training such as Skype. That is an event. So if you've got a coaching call with somebody, make sure they attend that event. Make sure they're on time. Make sure they treat it seriously. Don't waste your time, and don't you waste other people's time if you have a coaching call with them scheduled. Webinars. Webinars are vital to the team synergy and the team growth, and they will help you grow as an individual because you can chat, communicate, and pick up new skills. Business building seminars. Some people go to the big one and other events and the G4G events. Attend these events. They're good for education. They're good for learning new skills and interacting with other people. Team workshops, such as the 10 Steps workshops, those are a must if you're serious about building a business with our system, because the only way you'll learn to drive our vehicle is by attending our driving lessons, which are the 10 Steps workshops. Company conferences. Never miss a company conference. They are absolutely amazing. They do so much for each individual in different ways that it's hard to put into words. You really must attend the company events. They are absolutely massively inspiring to everyone. Plan your business around the events. Each year we send out a calendar of all the events for the year. Plan your holidays, your trips, your day trips, your family events around the company events, the team events, your events, because it's those attendance of events that will build your business amazingly. Okay, they're a must. I can't stress how important they are. I really can't, because without the events, I would still be working as a failing driving. Well, I wouldn't. I'd probably be massively in debt, wondering where the hell I'm going. But I would not be looking forward to my future. I'd be scared of my past. You see, the facts are your turnover will reflect in direct proportion to the amount of people you have at the events. You've probably heard of Karen Boardman. If not, Karen Boardman is a bronze executive in my business, and she had a turnover of about £10,000 at the start of a particular year when we went to the showcase. And at that showcase, Karen had 19 people attending. Now, the rule of thumb is for each person who attends the showcase or attends an event, your turnover will be about £1,000 per person. So Karen's turnover at the time was £10,000, but she had 19 people at that event. So she turned around to me and said, "Oh, I take it then, Kevin, that next month my turnover will be £19,000. I said, "Yes, Karen, it will." And she just shrugged her shoulders and went, "Yeah, sure it will." At the end of the next period after that event, Karen's turnover was in excess of £18,000 for 4 weeks. It had gone from £10,000 to £18,000 in the space of 4 weeks because she had 19 people at that event. Guys, there is the proof in the pudding. You cannot show everything about Clean Easy to other people, but they will learn it by attending the events. Some people will do more for recognition than they will for money. All right, this is so important. So many people want praise, reward, and appreciation, and the money is a byproduct. Not everyone who attends the events will be successful, but everyone who's successful attends the events. People attend the events and do nothing with the information. There's nothing we can do about that. That's up to the individual. But there isn't a single successful person in Clean Easy who's done it without attending the events. I promise you that. Wherever you are in the country, there's usually a meeting within 2 hours of you. 2 hours is nothing on this little island, guys. There's people live all over the world that have to travel more than 2 hours just to get to their next village. 2 hours is nothing for your education and your future. It is your responsibility to attend the events and inspire your team to do the same. Your team will not go to the events if you're not going. You must lead from the front. And if you're serious about building your business, you have to attend the events anyway, because there is no way on this planet that you'll achieve your goals, aspirations, and dreams without going. I promise you that. It's not in your interest that you go. Sorry, say that again. It's not in our interest, as in your leaders, your sponsors, your coaches. It's not in our interest that you go to the meetings. We're going to be there anyway. We will pick up the skills, we will do what it takes, and we will build our businesses and our futures for our families, because that's our desire. So it's not in our interest whether you actually go to the events or not, but it is in your interest if you truly want the things that you said you wanted when you first joined this business. If you want the dreams, the aspirations, the goals, the lifestyle, the time freedom, the choices, the things that you join this business for, if you want them, you must attend the events or wave bye-bye to what you want if you're using Clean Easy to get there. To summarize, promoting events is a skill. Track your success. How many people in your team are attending the events regularly, not just once? You must attend all events where possible. So plan your life around your events. Events are what keep people in the business. Retention is tenfold when people attend the events. When they don't attend the events, 90 days they've gone. Very few people stick past 90 days without attending events. That's a fact. The easiest way to get someone to do something is for them to choose to do it for themselves. And it's only when they see other people doing it will they make that choice. Use all forms of communication, from Skype, telephone, text, to webinars, emails, anything you've got, Messenger. Personally call your team. Never rely on new team members for promoting the events. All right. If you've got new people in your team, whether they were sponsored by somebody else or not, take it upon your shoulders to make sure they're aware of the importance of the event. Learn people skills. We're all a variety of people. We all have different desires, different requirements, different motivations. Learn about your team. Learn how to get the best from your team and learn how to give them the best of yourself. Understand the different types of events, okay, from webinars to conference calls to coaching calls to workshops and big company conferences. Plan your business around the events. Have the right mindset. Expect a person to commit. Don't make excuses for them. Okay, don't say, well, I know you've got kids and you're working long hours and you live 57 miles away, but is there any chance you might come to the event? Don't give them a string of excuses. Just ask them. Just say, you said you wanted to earn X, Y, Z. Are you serious about that? When they say yes, say, great, I'll see you at the event on Monday then, or on Sunday, because that's where you'll learn how to do it. And then see what excuses they give, if any. Put on incentives to get people along. If they really are struggling to get to an event, tell them you'll buy them a box of catalogues or give them, buy them some sale brochures or something like that. Some kind of incentive to encourage them along to the event. Offer to pick them up. And promote events early. Don't leave it till a couple of days before. As soon as you've promoted one event, as soon as that event's finished, start promoting the next one. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you understand the power of events, the importance of events. Okay, they really do make a difference to your business. And without them, we wouldn't have a business. Clean Easy wouldn't exist without the power of the events. So thank you very much, guys. That was step 9. Now really is the time to step up.